Joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first move. And we're at the point of the season where we really start seeing teams dial in for the playoff push, Grant.
Oh, such an exciting time, B.A. And for some teams, the playoffs start now. We've got bubble teams in both conferences battling for positioning, and every game has playoff implications.
Buries it down low.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Lowry. Outside for Butler. Pass to Hero. The offensive rebound. Adebayo. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
This is what they count on Bam for, ensuring the play gets finished.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
First team foul.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Butler. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Shot clock at 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Dylan
Second
Brooks.
team foul.
The toughness and passion that Butler plays with is admirable. A natural leader on and off the floor.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And it's Morant missing. Pass to Butler. Double team on Butler. Now Adebayo. Back to Butler. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant with the bucket. Morant's gotten his second bucket on the night. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Here's Butler. 2 seconds left. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. And that one is stuffed right through.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A minute 58 left to play in the first quarter. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Here's Aldama. Back to Clark. Pass to Conchar. Kennard with it. 4 on the clock. No good from outside. Miami trailing. Here's Vincent. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Kennard can't get it to go. Vincent can't hit.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Jones misses. And here are the Heat. Trailing by 2. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
Now here's Oladipo. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Jones. Back to Kennard. Here's Jones. No good on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Please give a big round of applause for
And
your
some good action looks as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. That one is off. And it's Miami the other way. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
You know, sometimes you just don't match up with a team, no matter what you do, and it starts to feel like quicksand.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night. Over the course of his career, Jimmy Butler's made strides in a lot of areas. He's really matured as a playmaker in the past several seasons.
Now here's Lowry. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Shoots over Morant. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Well, Smitty, we've seen an uptick in Butler's assists since he moved on from the 76ers.
Yeah, we're not going to start calling him Jimmy Dimes. We know passing has played a big part of his game. He trusts his teammate. He doesn't feel the need to always take over. But Jimmy is definitely a scorer.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Jackson can't get it to go. Here's Lowry. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Inside. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Action on the court.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Now here's Morant. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Outside Strus. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Now here's Hero. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
It's tipped. Butler with a steal. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter.
What's really helped Miami over the last few years, they've had some of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
And it's Morant off the drive. Back to Williams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Williams has gotten his first points in this one. And the Heat's ability to stretch the floor, it's critical to their stars' success, Smitty.
It is. Guys like Butler and Bam Adebayo, they thrive when they have room to operate, BA. It's an approach that continues to serve Miami well.
Back to Brooks. Outside Morant. Let's go with a 3. Buries it from 3. Morant's got 9 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Memphis foul. Ja Morant.
Smitty, he's a tremendous underdog story. Max Strus started his college career in Division II.
And then, BA, Max ended up transferring to a D1 after 2 years, scoring over 1,000 points at 2 different schools. Max is the rare player to start D2 and end up in the NBA.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Jones from outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Grizzlies up 9. We'll get right back to the action when we... Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Miami trailing. And it's Lowry penetrating. He can't get that one to fall. Morant with a defensive effort. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Brooks. And here's Memphis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Morant's got 12 points.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight. If you look back to the Grizzlies' postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Here's Lowry. Butler on the wing. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. 10 points for him.
Jimmy knows he's the leader of his team, and shots like this demonstrate his confident mindset.
Morant with the bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Count it. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Timeout called, the Heat. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Outside Bane. Offline with a 3. And here are the Heat now. A 12-point game. Now here's Lowry. And he makes it on the layup. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Known for being a strong defender, Butler takes pride in blocking shots.
Kept alive. Here's Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Timeout called. Memphis. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. From deep, Baines knocks down the long J. Baines got 5 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Hero with the bucket.
We see it almost nightly. Hero is underrated in terms of his ability to score inside.
Pass to Williams. Back to Jackson. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
The reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
shooting for
All right, well, a
Miami.
look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Jones from outside. Miami grabs the miss. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Lowry. Puts it up from 12. Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo.
That one goes. Count it. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
Bam is a pro at absorbing contact, especially when he's locked in on scoring.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been
That's
magnificent
the end of
tonight.
the third quarter.
And that'll do it for the third quarter.
Grizzlies,
Grizzlies out in front,
33.
up 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be...
24.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jones with the ball. Kennard outside. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
We've seen Kadar steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Here's Adebayo. Another shot. Altama grabs the board. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Now Kennard. Outside Jones. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. The steal. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. To the inside. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Jones. To the middle. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Oladipo, shot's good.
Oladipo.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Smitty, it can be pretty impressive to watch this Miami squad go to work on the offensive end.
Yes, BA, the reason why they have a bunch of talented shooters, that's for certain. But they also pay attention to the little things, like grabbing offensive boards and moving the ball around.
And the Heat making a change here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. from deep three-point range. And it's Brooks missing.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Jackson. Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Here's Hero. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Just a total mismatch speed-wise. Love that he recognized it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Jones. .151 left in the fourth. Brooks left side. Over Butler. And another miss by Memphis. It's Hero on the take. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Maine. Here's Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From deep. And Hero grabs the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And the basket by Maine.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
A fantastic passer for a big. Bam, terrific at finding his open teammates.
Now here's Jones. From deep three-point range. No good. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith.
Lowest price. Okay. Now, okay, if a cheap handgun is like $300. Now imagine a military automatic with like beams and crazy shit. No, they got millions of money, not 500. So military and then tanks.